Alright. That's probably the most craziest fucking angle ever. Niggas, it's really just like on some type shit. Okay. But I just wanted to have a little vent session with you guys, basically one-on-one. About how life is kind of like contradicting its own self on some type shit, on the realest of the realest. And I low-key want to rerun that such too, but I guess life is gonna be unpredictable, you know. And I think some key factors, right? It starts out with you being in that bubble or that shell, and like you breaking free from the matrix internally, right? But it doesn't have to be in a huge grand way. It's more like freeing your own self, trying to understand yourself every day, another level. Everybody does like a little bit, right? We all got the moments when we like share a laugh with us. The hug is the most crucial though. And that shit right there, starseed power, you feel me? And you give yourself a nice little tap on the shoulder, or you just like, you be like, yo, we gonna get through this type shit, and you give yourself a nice little hug. That shit healing. That shit mad healing. That works. But then you can't like stay too much in it or be in your head for like forever. Yeah, parents, who you are, you know, be confident in who you are. Cause like, there's never gonna be another you. There's never gonna be another moment like this. And when you think about it, you're only really just wasting time. Every day you put off aside to be somebody that you're not. That's really all it is. You're just like wasting time. So, that being said, I think stepping outside of the box and like realizing everybody's always gonna have something to say, regardless how I'm living, what I'm eating, what I'm drinking. Oh, I don't agree with this. Oh, I disown you. You're not a part of the family anymore. Like, a lot of people have it like way worse because, you know, stricter parents and stuff like that. Or sometimes the parent might not even have that box in the head, you know, that screw that's like, yo, I'm gonna give my child freedom to be themselves. So they kind of force them into, oh, you need to become this, or you need to do this, because it's for their satisfaction. But what makes you happy? Literally, do what makes you happy. And it's like, sometimes you walking in that path of divinity in your own path and like doing what makes you happy might piss a lot of people off, because they might see it as a challenge. They might see it like, oh, I never ever did that before. Like, I never ever envision myself making it that far. So it's like, it kind of, I guess, makes them feel some type of way. And I guess that's where it kind of comes from. And then eventually, when you first start that path, you're going to get a lot of doubt, of course. And there's going to be a lot of people like, oh, you shouldn't do that. You should do this. Oh, you're still working on that and it hasn't paid off for you, hasn't done nothing. But it's like, that's your goal. That's your decision. And it's up to you when to tell yourself like, oh, okay, let me try something different or make that different direction. Because at the end of the day, what might work for you might not work for somebody else. And it's like let's say somebody's like, oh, pretending to be me or act like me. It could be anybody in the world. We all get this a lot. People want to be like people, okay. But they can never duplicate the actual version of me. They have traits, make you laugh like me, but like, you can never duplicate the actual thing. So it's like, you're never gonna get that 100% version of me. So that's the beauty of it all right there. You are one of a million. You are one of a kind, super rare. Take that in the heart. Just be you, and just live your life unapologetically, right? And always vibe. Just keep vibing with yourself, man, and just take it step by step. Don't become super potheadish and crackheadish, like overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that to yourself, fam. It's not worth it. It's the same thing like fucking drinking. Is like, yo, you're slowly brain rotting and aging yourself faster and backwards. But like, it's alright to have fun. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, common ground is like, some people don't have that filter. Some people don't have that cap, that screwdriver in their head to tell them to be like, hey, seeing shit. Another thing when it comes down to families, people you love, like loved ones, always be cautious of the decisions you make, because like, you may be heated in the moment. You may be thinking in the moment, like, yo, this is it. Like, I'm about to crash out or whatever. But it's like, think about them people who really, really care about you, bro. You're going to hurt them the most. And it could be about some petty beef. It could be about some wild shit you got going on in the street or whatever. But it's like, do it for them, bro. Because, like, that shit going to hurt them the most, literally. And then it doesn't affect you. It doesn't hit you until you're behind bars and you're thinking like, damn, like, why did I do that? Like, why was it worth it and shit like that? So it's just like, it's just a little reminder to be, self-aware, because some people, they naturally don't have that screw, that mental capacity to hold on to their inner peace and protect their peace because of, outside influences and shit like that. But it has nothing to do with you at all. It truly doesn't. It's just gonna play a game in your life. Like, are you gonna let this affect you? Are you gonna let this bring you down? Are you gonna stay stuck in that toxic pattern? Are you gonna keep repeating these cycles just to fill a void? You feel me? Or to make you feel like, okay, I proved my point. Who you proving your point to, gang? Like, it does not matter, bro. It's like, you prove your point to one person, right? But you haven't learned a lesson. So you're going to go into another state. You're going to move to another area. And it's going to be the same person on that same level, on that same energy. And it's like, the universe will keep repeating these cycles until you get it. Until you be like, yo, like, I see where you're going. And it's like, do I want to join that circus? Be a part of the circus, you feel me? Like, nah. Be you, and just like enjoy your company, yourself, really spend time with yourself, because like, everybody wants somebody to be around. You getting me? Like, everybody wants to have people around them to, cheer them up, do all of that extra, but like, it has to come from you eternally. So when you start respecting yourself more, more people start to respect you more. When you put up them healthy boundaries with people, more people start to respect you more in your boundaries. When you reach that Christ consciousness, more people want to be on that type of level. When you a high priest like me, I don't know about all of that. I ain't gonna gas you up. But like, I've been through my own fear trials. I think I had this one time, like, I was like literally hearing, like, I wouldn't say like voices, like heavy, crazy, but maybe like once in a blue, like I'll hear some crazy shit and I'll be like, yo, like, what is this? Like, craziness or whatever, right? So I kind of looked it up online or whatever, and it was like, nah, you're not going crazy. And it's like, see, that's how true it is. I heard that. But it's just like, you're going through a spiritual ascension, a spiritual awakening, and the more you tap in, the more these clear audience of things, and like, it's a lot of shit you just can't explain, but it's not in a bad way. I'll never say like, oh, it affected me in like some type of crazy, devastating way. It was just like, hey, I hear it, I see it, and I feel it spiritually, mentally, and physically ahead of its time. And it's also a sign that you are growing on your path and becoming more enlightened and a little bit more tapped in to who you are. So it's like, yeah, It's just like that. Unfortunately, your lane is the best lane. You can't really try to, try to fit in someone else's lane. Your lane is the best lane and your best path. It's not like you don't have to force yourself to be like nobody that you don't want to be or somebody that you want to be, because the way how shit's set up for them, it's meant for them. So what's meant for them is gonna happen regardless. So as much as I preach as much good energy and good all it is, positivity is exactly how much someone could preach the bad and negativity and try to take this video and flip it towards something else and get clout points off of it, or I don't know, make a meme out of it or some shit. But like, yeah, it's all a part of life, but it's all part of their journey too. And it's just like, once you figure out what's good for you and you keep working on developing that best mental that you got going on, it's like undefeated. Nothing can stop you or steer you off your path, because you're going to start to truly know who you are and what makes you happy. And that's probably the best part of the journey that it is. 11:11, let's fucking go. All right, I do want to end it out on one thing, so let me just, I wanted to freestyle with Suicidal, because like I wanted to get this song yesterday and I didn't have a chance to get it. 1 second. We moving. Maybe get this remote. I thought that we were meant to be. Oh, fucking course, bro. Like, no. No, that's foul.